You get hit for a total of 4 bludgeoning damage, so basically you're raging, you only take 2. But the bolt does hit with a 20, and that's with the viewer bonus. Alright, so he kind of does a victory cheer, jumps up a couple times, and ducks back around the corner. Oh my god, when he bails around a corner, and he sees these 12 kobolds there, oh! It's gonna be great. I love it.
He's the first I kill.
Alright, so now we're back to the drakes. The first one is this drake. He's going to come here. That's 5. That's 15. He's going to jump up and attack Kadojo. He is going to lash out at you. He's going to jump several times. And the first attack is going to be with a bite. +5, 1d8 +3.
It's like that kid trying to jump to see what's over the fence.
With the other kid pushing his, head down. The first attack, the bite as he nips at you, is a miss, as with a 12 versus armor class. And then he sort of does like a spinning move and lashes at you with his tail. And this is going to be +6.
Whip it. Whip it good.
The second attack is a 14 with the tail lash, and I believe that's a hit. I believe that's a miss, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, 14's a miss.
All right. Next up is the weakened one that is going to attack twice, jump up twice. First one is going to be the tail lash, though. That's a +6 and 1d6 +3. The tail lash is a 25 on armor class. And
yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, you take a total of 5 piercing damage. I'm sorry, 5 bludgeoning damage from the tail slash. And
I am weakened.
okay, as he lands, he jumps again and tries to nip at your heel. Jack Frost is nipping at your heels, bud. So this one is also +1 to hit. Bonus, so +6 and then 1d8 +3. And the bite is a 10 on armor class, which is a miss.
Yep.
Alright, Krivgar, you're up now. What would you like to do? This is going to be a very tough fight, everyone.
We're going to do the same old
Very
hit and run
tough
tactic
fight.
as the last turn.
Oh, wait, I'm starting to see the third one.
There is definitely
Stop being such a pansy.
going to be a Han
What?
Solo moment here pretty soon. Yeah, you can just barely see him now. Okay, Stormwolf, what are you rolling for, bud? Another crossbow?
Yeah, another crossbow bolt at the weakened guy,
Okay,
which
well,
is probably going to be a miss.
That is definitely a miss.
And, yeah. Back to where I was.
Okay. Alright, Silverclaw, what are you doing?
Dave, if I move back, they don't get an attack of opportunity on me since they're 10 feet down, right?
No, they would be able to get one because they would just jump up and lash at you. So, I mean, you could disengage if you wanted to.
No.
Scottish Hag,
I'm gonna
thank
go
you very
ahead
much for the
and
follow.
move
Thank you, Scottish.
backwards.
Okay, so you're gonna take the chance.
Can't take the chance.
All right. First one on the left, just a normal jump bite, basically. 6, 1d8 +3. 25 on armor class,
Shit.
and he hits you for 11 piercing damage from the bite, max damage. Second one is an 11 versus armor class, which is a miss. Aslan, Fatih.
God, I got lucky
92.
there.
Thank you for the follow, Aslan. Thank you.
How are you looking?
Dave, I'm gonna go ahead and do second wind.
Okay. I think that was about the only thing you had left, except for one maneuver point, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Go ahead and do your roll, and we'll get your hit points back. Nice. You're still bloodied though. I mean, you're still weakened, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a bonus action, correct?
No, I think it's
Or
a
is it an
standard.
action? Thanks for the follow, Benzie. Appreciate it.
That's a bonus action.
It is a bonus action. I thought
Oh,
it was.
okay.
So you still have an action, and you have movement left. It just depends on what you want to do.
I just guess I'll use my standard action as a hold action.
Okay, and what would you like the trigger to be?
Shit, what was their names? I forgot now. Things
Guardian
at the
Drake.
bottom.
The guard
Drake.
drakes? Yeah.
The guard drake comes up on the ledge. I want to attack them.
Okay, sounds good. Because they're coming up, that's for sure. Alright, so you've got a held action. Sis and Guy, you're up. You just got clobbered with a nice little torrential downpour of rocks from the ceiling. And you actually, you kind of glance up and you can see this, looks like several thin wires hanging down. Looks like it was definitely trapped. I'm not even going to make you roll for it, because you would just be able to look at it and tell that it was a trap that was sprung.
I believe I'm 30 feet to that point, and I want to attack the weakened Drake with my short bow.
Sounds good to me. Definitely sounds good. Raurach. Oh my god, Raurach. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit. Definitely within line of sight. Nice solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 14 plus 5. Might be able to take this thing down. Maybe. Alright, it is still up. It is in pretty bad
And
shape. It's starting to kind of drag around and limp around. One of its wings is kind of hanging by a piece of like wing membrane. Ugh.
And I can dash still.
Yep, you got 10 feet of movement left still, so that was only 20 foot of movement. So you can bonus action, dash, you can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you can get back there.
And that's where I want to be.
Okay, sounds good. Raurach! What would you like to do?
I'm going to run into the middle of this room.
Yeah, you can check out all of the videos, guys. They're on YouTube.
If
Or
my
on the
mouse
website.
will let me.
They're on all playlists on the website. Yep, you get to 30 feet of movement. Now you notice that there are some puddles of like a slippery substance on the floor. Looks like water that's dripping from the ceiling. And as long as you're not full on dashing through that stuff, you should be fine.
And can I see the one that hit me
It
from
looks-
the caverns?
You can see one more. I'm gonna pop him up as you round the corner. You can see one more that does pop up. Actually, I think you're going to be able to see. Yeah, you're going to be able to see another one also. So it looks like several more. There's one right here. and you can just barely see him.
Alright, I'm gonna yell back at the group. I see more for me to kill tonight!
Let's see, it looks like you've moved how many? You've moved, what, about 15 feet or so? So you have more movement if you'd like to charge in, or if you'd like to not charge in, or... Oh, plus you're also going to see this guy here to your left. This guy. You can barely see this kobold here. Looks like he's around the corner a little bit, but you can see him also. What would you like to do, Raurach? I mean, Raurach.
How many feet is that one in the left over here?
You've got 10 feet left, so if you want to move 10 more feet, you'll be able to attack the one in the small corridor. Dan Otano, thank you very much for the follow. So if you want to come right here, that would be 10 feet, and you would be able to attack him. Okay. And as you come around the corner, you can see that there is another kobold behind him, but you kind of you see that the stairs are going down into like a darkness. All right, go ahead and do your attack roll. Usually I don't allow attacking through corners like this, but I'm gonna let him because there's like fucking 20 kobolds. So. Oh my goodness.
Give me 1 second to see what that is.
Alright, it's going to be a 1d20 plus, I believe it's 4. It is plus 4. 1d20 plus 4. Angel Crab, thank you for the follow, sir. I do appreciate it. And if you hit, it's 1d12. You swing, you miss with a 9 versus armor class. Or do you? Do you hit? I think it's a miss. Yeah, it is a miss. But if you do damage, it'll be 1d12 plus 4 because you are raging. So, alright, that is it for Raurach. We're going to go on to some kobolds now. Sorry guys, I don't want you to hear me coughing. 15, 20, 25, and 30. I'm going to attack you from behind. Elementic. Thank you very much, Elementic. Also, thank you very much for the follow, Brastius. Alright, so he is going to sling a stone at you. And that's a 15 versus armor class on Raurach, which is a miss because you got a 16 armor class. And that is it, because that is all my movement. But you did hear a rock smash up against the wall beside your head, so you know that there is something behind you. Now, actually, there's a couple kobolds behind you. I've got another kobold that is charging in. That is the movement. This kobold, he is wielding a dagger, and he is attacking with the dagger. Plus 4, 1d4 plus 2, which would be plus 5, 1d4 plus 2. Alright, so you get gibbed from behind with a 19 versus armor class, and you get stabbed for a total of 4 piercing damage, but your resistance makes it 2. So you take a total of 2 more piercing damage, and you get stuck by this little rat behind you. Alright, next up, we are going to go back out to... back to the room here. We've got a drake that needs to go. Alright, so it looks like this drake here is moving for the door. And I'm going to do it's actually dashing to the door. And then it moves through the cage. And that is it for the movement on that drake. Misty, you're up. You just saw this drake dash past you, and it actually came out of the darkness in the far west end of the cavern, and is
When I see it, can I
dashing up.
shout at it?
Sure. What do you want to shout at it? You can shout at it now because it's your turn. What would you like to shout at it?
I'm just gonna whistle at it.
Like it's wagging its tail and stuff.
Like try to get its attention. Be
You
like,
did. It
over
looks like
here,
it's-
over here.
It looks like it's coming right for you. Actually,
Wonderful.
it looks like it's coming.
Taunt
He's
has succeeded.
coming right for us, just like in South Park. He's coming right for us.
I just hope they don't
Alright.
kill Kenny.
Well, let's see. What does Misty want to do? This
It
thing's
was
still
definitely well
alive.
spent,
Something went
Ryu.
wrong here. Shoot.
Yeah. Now
It's nearly dead, right? So I should be able to just
this
finish
one
it
looks
off.
pretty bad. Yeah, this one's got, like I said, one of the wings is kind of hanging down. He's definitely in pretty bad shape. So now Raurach's in trouble because all of these attacks, guys, are going to
I
have kobold
think
pack
I'm going to
tactics,
use a spell slot
which is basically going to be advantage on every single freaking attack.
to cast a... I'm going to do a Scorching Ray, my new spell.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna have to get up to. Now you're gonna have to get to the ledge because where you're at now, you really can't see. So I mean, if you want to get, I'll say if you want to balance there or balance on the edge over here, then that would be fine. You'll be able to balance, and I won't make you do any kind of acrobatics check. So.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so Scorching Ray, this is the one I think that does like 3 pew pew lasers, doesn't it? Something like that?
Yeah, I get 3 pew pew lasers, and I can hurl them at one target or several. I'm gonna start by hurling one at the weakened guy.
Okay, now I think you gotta do individual attacks, right?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and do 1 pew pew laser on the, you said on the damaged one, right?
Yeah, on
So,
the damaged
yep.
one first.
Go for it.
Alright, pew pew number 1! Away!
14 armor class. That's a hit. Pew pew your damage.
Yay! Five fire.
That thing explodes basically. into an
Man, are these
inferno.
like-
It does.
We solo some grenades earlier?
It does. The temperature of the Scorching Razor is so hot it basically catches the Drake on fire. So you have
I'm cool with that.
2 rays left. Now you can do 2 things. You can attack the one on the right with no penalty at all because he is coming through the cage, or the one that's kind of around the corner. I'm going to give him some cover bonus because you see how it's kind of bending here. So I'm going to give him a +2 bonus. We'll give him half cover.
I think you kind of, yeah, I'm gonna go for the one I can totally see.
Yeah.
The one I was whistling at.
That would
sure.
probably be pretty good. And now you're really going to get his attention when you whistle at him a little bit more. Sticky Fuzzball, thanks for the follow, Sticky Fuzzball.
All right, pew
I do
pew number
appreciate
2 for the guy on the cage.
All right.
15?
15 is a hit. So you can
15!
yep, you can do some I don't think there's any saving throw with that spell. Let me look at it real quick. You can go ahead and do your, I think it's 2d6 fire damage. Yeah.
Yep, just 2d6 fire.
Let's see. There
It's
it
my
is.
burning hands that has the saving throws.
That is crazy. So you get one more Scorching Ray, so I guess you're going to do the last one also?
Yeah, I'll hit him again.
Okay.
So 2 pew pews for him.
Yep. Scorching Ray is really nice. That's a hit.
23.
Go ahead and do another 2d6 fire.
On this last one,
Mhm.
I say Guravuja Talu Garasha.
And what does that mean? I'm not even going to try to repeat that.
If you don't work for me, than you are against me.
It hisses at you. Ooh, you rolled a snake eyes on that. That sucks.
That does suck, but
9
2
out
more
of
damage.
46. A little low, but you still hit. I mean, all 3 of those. So deduct that from your spell slot. Misty,
Yep.
that's it for you. All right.
I'm gonna move away from the edge a bit.
Okay, that sounds
So,
good. I would hide
actually,
behind
no.
Krivgar.
I'm not gonna hide. I'm gonna be that way. There. I'm done. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So I've got a couple kobolds here. I'm going to go ahead and 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. I'm going to go ahead and stay here. Sis and Guy, you can start to see a lot of kobolds starting to flood this area where you watched Raurach just charge right into, man. There's quite a few. I'm going to go ahead and use my pack tactics and take advantage on my attack rolls. So I'm going to go ahead and take an advantage. He is winding up another Sling stone and firing at Raurach. And that would be +5, and I'm going to do this with advantage. Alright, so 24 versus armor class, which is a hit on Raurach. Raurach, you take a total of 2 bludgeoning damage. That's what the resistance set in already. So you're going to take 2 more. And that is it for the kobold, because he cannot do anything else. Alright, next up is another drake. This drake is going to try to climb up the embankment. I'm going to do basically a strength check for this guard drake. And I'm going to give him disadvantage as well, because it is engineered to keep him out. So, well, to keep him pinned in there. Does not have any kind of athletics. So I'm going to do a climb at disadvantage. And he does not make it up the embankment. I had a DC 15, I rolled a 13, so. Alright. So next up is another kobold. Goodness. Alright, the kobold that is going to move up is going to move up here, which is basically moving through his foe. He is wielding a dagger, Raurach, and I'm going to attack you here also, and I will have advantage on this attack roll from pack tactics. 15 versus armor class is a miss, so you are safe from that attack, and that is it from that kobold. Next up is the drake, and the drake is dead, so that drake is out of the tracker. Krivgar, you're up now. You see a drake barreling up these stairs at you, and Misty, you know, as the USS Enterprise launching laser beams everywhere in full defense.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna try to lodge an arrow or a crossbow bullet into it.
Okay, attack away. You have clear sight.
Oh
so
god.
that
Don't even
is
have to
a
tell
miss. That is a miss. Alright, so gonna go back here. Sorry guys, I didn't kind of switch it around.
Too bad my distracting it, taunting it, quotation marks, doesn't give you advantage.
Now, if they were like a devil, possibly that would be awesome. I would love.
That
to
would
try
be so
something.
awesome.
Yeah, it would be actually. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move through a couple targets. So I'm gonna move here, and I'm moving through friendly targets. You do not get an attack of opportunity because I'm staying within 5 feet of you. So I am rotating around, and I am trying to jab Raurach with like the 5th kobold that is attacking him. I will attack with advantage with the boon from the underworld from the viewers, and that's a 20 versus armor class, which is going to be a hit. So you're going to take a total of You're gonna take 3, which is actually divided, so you're gonna take 1 piercing damage. And so, man, raging is awesome, man. You can just take a beating and keep on going, especially when you're fighting a ton of kobolds. So that is it for the kobolds. Looks like Silverclaw is up now. And now, Sis and Guy, you can just see that there are tons of kobolds that are just starting to swarm the Barbarian. Alright, Silverclaw, what are you doing? With your weakened status and all that good jazz.
Okay, he's not climbing very well.
What they should have
That
done
one's most likely going to come
was
attack.
close the gate. They could have closed the gate, gone in and helped. That's what
I'm
they
going to go ahead and pop a health potion, Dave.
Okay, go ahead and deduct it from your sheet.
My last one, so.
Oof, that sucks.
I can throw you some after this.
Alright, so go ahead and do a 2d4 plus 2, and I'm sure that'll probably take you above bloodied, because I think your bloodied is like 13, so I'll go ahead and I'll take that off now. So there you go.
7.
Oh, nice, very nice. Go ahead and add 7 more. So that's your action. Go ahead and take your movement. You can hear a lot of fighting down the corridor here. Just remember, okay, I see you're going to move that way and engage the Drake. Definitely a good move, probably. I would have closed.
I'm going to
gate,
shout
though.
back, follow the dwarf and ranger.
Ooh.
Fall back. That's what I'm going to say.
Alright, so Silverclaw, that's it for you. Too bad you didn't get to use that ready to action, man. That would have been cool.
I know.
I tried to get up there, man, but it was engineered to keep him in, so I didn't want to make it easy for him. I wanted to make it, challenging. So, all right, Sis and Guy, you are up, sir, and then Raurach.
I need to move further into the cave. Is this square accessible to me right here?
Yeah, any of these squares are. Yeah, it's 5 feet, but you're going to kind of be squeezed up against the wall. But sure, you're still within line of sight. And old Raurach, man, he's surrounded by these things.
Dave, I need a 20-foot circle.
Okay, what you gonna do?
I'm thinking about